Hello, it's Brandon and Alex again. If you're still watching after all this. Today we are going to do another movie review, because you'll love them so much. We are going to review a film I doubt many of you would have seen. It's a film called Funny Games, and it's very good. It's not at all a comedy or anything like the title suggests. We're going to be different here. We're not going to tell you what the film's about, because any information about what's going on here and the film really does. It's like the whole selling point of the film is gone, really. So yeah, what did you think of it? Are you play
Sorry,
visuals? I don't care.
playing games. Sorry.
Right.
Funny games? Yeah. My thoughts?
So funny.
No need to take that tone of voice with me, Brandon. No need.
Go on, your turn.
Right. Funny Games is a film that really sticks in your mind. It's an unusual film. It's not what... Oh, you stupid bastard. He has just thrown a bottle of Dr. Pepper across the room and then thought he could open it. And look at the result.
Should we show them again? See? Nothing happened. I don't know what he's crying about. It's not a huge stain on the floor or anything.
Fucking right. Anyway. Backwards.
Carry on.
Yeah, Funny Games is... It's an enjoyable film for those of a certain disposition.
Me.
Yeah, you'll enjoy it if you're a bit mad, you can relate to the antagonists, but you won't enjoy it if you enjoy a happy film where there's a happy ending, they live happily ever after, and so on and so forth, because that's not this film.
Yeah. Giving away at the ending. Yeah, it's a film that really makes you question yourself afterwards, like, because like I say, the two antagonists in this film, they are very unique in what they do. They're
very unique and yet so similar.
Just tell them one point. Spoiler alert, if you will. These two antagonists, they take over someone's house, but really subtly, and while the family are all in there. The family are on holiday and they take over the house. But they don't like shout or be angry. They do it all politely, and they're all like, "I'm sorry I had to do that, but you did attack me." It's like they'll be annoyingly polite and really push the person up until the point that the person acts out against them, and then they have means to attack them, as it were.
Means to retaliate.
Yeah, it's really strange. It's really strange.
It's actually, the film touches on very advanced areas of psychology, like particularly reverse psychology. Like, they will ask them to do something, the family won't do something because they're in that situation and they refuse to act for these antagonists, and the two guys will just go, "Well, we're in your house, we are guests, why don't you serve your guests food?" And then eventually they succumb because they just don't know what else to do. They're helpless, they're trapped, and it really shows human nature at its both rawest and most intelligent form.
And it also includes something. What is it called? The fourth wall, or
the fourth wall, the breaking of the fourth wall in filmography, which is very rarely touched on.
It's very good though if it's done well, which it is in this film, I think.
It is. The fourth wall. I'm going to go into a bit of a monologue here. I'm sure Brandon will back me up on certain points. The fourth wall is essentially the point between the film and reality. The reality is you sitting in the sofa watching the film. Brandon is doing his sign language here for all you deaf uns out there.
Yes, because I can hear you saying that.
Yep.
Okay. Let's go.
Yeah, and the fourth wall it keeps that boundary safe by making sure that the film world stays in the film world, and you are there watching the film. And the film world is unaware of you and unaware that you are watching its every move and sitting there listening to it. And the way they break the fourth wall in various films is stopping the movie world from being a movie world, turning it into more of a movie. And that is really well done in this film. It really turns the story around. And it really makes it a lot more interesting in the fact that it shows that these people have total control
over everything that's going on,
over the whole environment, and it just makes the helplessness reach breaking point.
Like there's times where the film will just stop, and the guy will just look at the camera and basically say, "Well, what would you do here?" Isn't it? It's like he's making you part of the film. And there's one point where the film doesn't go the way that they want it to. So he just he picks up a remote and rewinds the film, and then changes it to a way that he wants it to play out. It's very, very clever. But anyway, running on a bit. Out of 10.
Out of 10, I would give it a 7. A 6 if I absolutely have to.
Really?
Because looking from an official point, I enjoy the film, but I can't let this bias the official points of the film. The pros we've already listed. It's very clever, it's very well done, but there are several cons.
Well, not several, there's one major one.
There is a major one, but it is prevalent throughout most of the film. There are very long silences and points in which nothing happens.
Well, it's weird, it's like things are happening, but it'll really take a long time to kick off and get going. Like, you just see a room, and the camera you look at that for like a minute or so, and the camera will slowly move over, and you'll see people, and then it'll be a few minutes or so until something actually happens, and that really does drag the film down. Like
the cinematography, I'm not sure whether that could have been for some unseen sublime reason, whether the director chose to do that to show maybe it's something to do with the fourth wall, or maybe it's something to do with something to do with something else. But looking at it from a professional point of view, that knocks it down to a 7, if not 6, because a film with bad cinematography can barely be considered a film, because a film is all about the cameras and what you see and what you enjoy.
Right, okay, so I would give it a...
Fuck off.
7.9. And I don't know, after he said 7, 6, I'm like, oh, it's same reason, really. Maybe an 8, actually. It's like I say, it's a really good film. I would recommend it if you are like in the mood to be confused for a while and stuff like that. But yeah, it's a very acquired taste of a film. Really, yeah.
It is. It's quite an acquired taste. Some people will hate it. Some people will love it.
Mm-hmm.
It is the Marmite of films. It is.
Okay, and I've been Brandon for the most part,
and I've been Alex for the majority.
All the best.
See ya.